there, gorgeous. Hope you're having a great day. It is such a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here. In this video, I am sharing my results with you of having tested out a Korean hair care routine. We've often talked about Korean makeup products here. We've talked about Korean skincare products, and I have been very impressed by both of those. But I've never visited the topic really of Korean hair care. And so I've done that. And I'm going to be sharing my results with you today and all of the steps taken to try out this kind of routine. I will warn you up front, I did take pictures of my scalp, so I will be showing pictures of my hair follicles up close. If this is something that freaks you out, I do want to let you know that ahead of time so that you are prepared. Koreans focus more so on the scalp for improving the health of your hair, more so than what I feel like we do here in Western culture. We focus more on this. How many products can I apply on my hair before it will start to look better? But it makes sense that the scalp is really where we should be focusing our attention, both on hair regrowth, and the overall health of your hair. So the very first step in a Korean hair care routine is to apply something called a Scalp Scaler. So what this is a product that's used to clean and exfoliate the hair follicles, and it gets rid of dirt, grease, excess product buildup, etc. And most of these do contain salicylic acid or other exfoliating agents that make for a very thorough cleansing. The way that you apply this is you put it on your hair while it's dry before you shampoo. You rub it into your scalp, and you want to leave it to sit in your hair for about 20 minutes or so. And then you get in the shower and rinse it out. In my experience with having used this, it was almost like an exfoliating scrub that we use on our faces, but it was meant for the scalp. And it was really nice to use, very refreshing, and very easy to wash out, by the way. I didn't struggle with any part of that. The next step is to do a shampoo and scalp massage. The shampoo that I'm using is from e.l.f. This is their Scalp Nourish shampoo. This has a green tea formula, and it's made specifically for hair loss. This particular shampoo contains amino acids, which are the building blocks for protein. And not only does this formula help to facilitate in providing hair growth, but it also stimulates new hair growth by targeting the scalp. What makes this line from e.l.f. different from other brands out there is that it contains white leaf green tea, also known as white matcha, and this features 3 times the amount of amino acids than normal varieties, and this is what contributes to providing the hair with moisture, strength. It also helps to prevent baldness, hair loss, and stimulates hair growth. One of the other really important steps of a Korean hair care routine is scalp massage. Not only does this help to remove any excess residue, it helps to stimulate the scalp and the hair follicles. You can use your fingers, or you can get a special little brush like I have here to rub your scalp with. This is really inexpensive. You can find stuff like this on Amazon. And it's actually really nice. I rather enjoyed doing this. I had never done it before testing it out for this routine that I'm showing you here, and it was rather nice to use on the scalp. Next step in a Korean hair care routine is to apply conditioner and or a hair mask. Very important step, crucial because it helps to moisturize the hair and keeps it soft and healthy. So I'm using the e.l.f. Scalp Nourish Green Tea Moisturizing Pack, and this is not your traditional conditioner. This is more like a hair mask. The way that you apply this is to apply it all over from root to end. So in Western society, we use conditioner mainly on the ends of our hair, but with a product like this, you do want to apply it from the root to the end, and that's why it acts more like a hair mask than a traditional conditioner. Like the shampoo, this also contains that green tea formula, amino acids, and will contribute to health of the scalp and hair regrowth. And what I can tell you from having used it is that it felt so refreshing while I was allowing it to sit in my hair. And I think I let it sit in my hair for about 10 to 15 minutes each time that I used it. And my scalp was tingling the whole time. It was such a pleasant experience. It felt like I had menthol on my head. It was very refreshing, and I thoroughly enjoyed the experience with this hair mask. And when you rinse it out, you can feel the transformation in your hair. It's very soft, smooth. It rinsed out so easily. It took out a lot of the tangles that I had in my hair, and my scalp felt fresh once I had rinsed it off. Another step in the routine is to apply a vinegar rinse. You can very simply use apple cider vinegar, and this helps to balance the scalp's pH, minimize itching, irritation, excessive dryness, and it also contributes to a healthy scalp. Now you do want to only do this about once a week and not more than that. And all you do is you just take the apple cider vinegar and you pour it over your head after you're done shampooing and conditioning your hair and let it dry from there. It won't smell, the smell will not linger, but it does do wonderful things for your scalp. The next part of the routine is to apply a scalp tonic. And so I'm using this one from the e.l.f. line. The scalp tonic is similar to skin toner. It helps to balance scalp pH levels and preps for the next steps. And all you do is you spray it on your scalp, rub it in with your fingers, and then leave it there. Don't rinse it. And then the final step is to apply a hair essence, which is nothing more than a really light oil that helps to keep the ends soft and tangle-free and eliminate dryness in the strands. The other thing that you see quite often in these Korean hair care routines is an overnight treatment mask being applied at least once a week. And they go towards ingredients like coconut oil, Moroccan oil. I'm trying to think of what the other one was. Castor oil. Okay, so the main three ingredients you want to look for when you are getting an overnight treatment mask are castor oil, coconut oil, or Moroccan oil. That's typically what they use in their overnight hair treatments. I will say that makes a difference though, because I didn't do that before testing this out, and what a world of difference it makes the day after and even the week after when you are applying those overnight hair treatments. I had mentioned in the beginning of the video that I took pictures of my scalp. I did. I got this little camera. It actually takes pictures of your scalp. It's really cool. And I took pictures of my hair, clean hair, the day before I started doing this routine. And that is what it looked like up close. You can see that my follicles were pretty covered in gunk. I mean, ugh. Ugh. And that's clean hair, my gosh, you know, like how much stuff is getting stuck to our hair. Anyway, so this is what my scalp now looks like after trying out this routine. The hair follicles, to me, look a lot healthier. They don't look gunked up. They look like they can breathe. And that is where I have been misled my whole life in thinking, oh, hair regrowth, you know, starts with doing this and this and applying this to your hair. No, it's the scalp. If your scalp is not healthy, then you cannot expect to get regrowth of hair. I mean, it's no different than what we talk about when we say, you have to have a great foundation before you apply your makeup over the top. Skincare is important, and your scalp is no different. And I really loved the e.l.f. line of products that I tested as part of this routine. And if you're interested in those, I'll have them listed and linked for you below in the description box. They were really fabulous. And if you tried them out, I know that you would absolutely adore them. Now, some other things I wanted to share with you about Korean hair care routines is that they do not sleep with wet hair. They're very adamant about wet hair causes friction and hair damage, and it's also prone to breakage and bacterial infections, so that's a big no-no. They are big advocates about air drying your hair. Some of us can do that and some of us cannot, so if you can't, don't worry about it. But I do try to air dry my hair more often than not. I try to avoid heat styling mechanisms and all that as often as I can for the overall health of the hair, and it does help. They also say to get a wig for different looks, and this helps to avoid chemical dyes and treatments, and it's a way to try a new look without damaging your hair, which is brilliant. I mean, wigs are becoming more commonplace now and more acceptable. And what was the other tip I had to share with you? Sun protection. They're very big about protecting their hair from the sun. There are UV protectant sprays that you can spray on your hair to protect from sun damage. The other thing I found really interesting that I wanted to share with you in part of this research as I was doing it for this video is that Korean hair care products have more natural ingredients in them as opposed to our American hair care products, which have a lot more synthetic stuff in them. Not all of them, I'm just saying that synthetic does reign supreme here as opposed to over there where they focus more on the natural component. And I think one of the best things about this kind of routine is that it focuses on the scalp. It focuses on fixing problems that you may be having from the root of the problem working its way out. And to me, that is just, it makes sense. It's common sense, you know? So if you have not tried this kind of routine, I think it's absolutely worth trying. It's worth looking into. It really does make such a difference. I have noticed my hair just in general looking better after having incorporated this routine in. Now it is rather time consuming, it is, but it's worth it. So if you've not tried it, I challenge you to do it. If you have tried it, please feel free to share your opinions and your thoughts on this kind of routine below. I hope that you found this video helpful today. Thank you again for being here, for taking the time to watch. I speak love, peace, and joy into you and into your home, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.